Fearless Pioneer.
Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise of War video. Today, guys, we are going to be talking about Sunind. As you've probably seen by the thumbnail and the title, she is absolutely broken, insane, overpowered in the game. We're going to be going over a lot of things today. I'm going to be showing you a lot of reports, like myself getting destroyed, as well as a lot of other people getting destroyed. I'll also show you how you can counter her, but just show you the problems in which what it takes to just beat Sunind. She is so strong. It is absolutely crazy. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. I really think she needs a nerf. So first off, we have to look at Sunind as a whole before we even look at her units. So I've got a report here. As you can see, I got absolutely destroyed, and we know Gil-galad is very strong. Now, as you can see, in this instance, the gear is insanely good on this Sunind. It won't be the case for all the reports that I show, so we can take the gear into consideration, using very good gear, but it's not really the gear that's making the big thing. Like, stun and madness immunity is pretty good there, and Pursuit is what really helped destroy my Gil a lot more. But the big thing is her skills are absolutely crazy. Now, you will see from whether it's a low or a high respect Sunind, at least R5, this is the same skilling that they're going to be running, and it is absolutely crazy. When you see the damage buffs as well as healing, I'll show you the breakdown of that battle in a moment. It's absolutely crazy. So we have right here the Gil-galad tactics. So Evil Men, damage received minus 15% for each allied orc unit present. That's not really too crazy. It does give defense buff plus 10. That's not really too crazy. That one's just kind of normal. This one here is where it's very strong. Haradric tactics, so orcs damage dealt plus 30% for each allied Evil Men unit present. A few little buffs there as well. So right there, that's plus 30% damage dealt for orcs, guys. Then we have this here, Inspiration. The first 3 rounds, all allied units damage dealt plus 23%. So that's going to stack on top of that 30%. So we now have 53% extra damage already. Then we move on to Sunland's Tactician, where activates different effects based on the amount of allied unit types present. If there's 2 unit types, there's a 25% chance to deal an extra 90% additional physical damage after allied units attack. If there are 3 units, it's going to do healing. So that's why they're running 2 units, usually orcs and evil men. So then every time they've got a 25% chance of doing an extra 90% damage, which is absolutely crazy. Then you have reserves, which basically allied units recover 60% HP for the first 5 instances of damage taken. That's very crazy. And then you have Quicksand, which against 2 enemy targets, damage received plus 17%. So you're getting even more. So they're getting a between 100 to 130% damage buff from anywhere from round 1 to all the way through to round 3, which is absolutely insane. I can't even say insane probably because it's that crazy. And that's not just a problem, because it's how they implicate that 130% extra damage with the troop combinations. Now, this is pretty much the exact troop combination you're going to see with Sunind. Otherwise, you'll probably see Reapers on there, but this is the go-to troop build that they're using. They're using Dragoons, which are very good. They're very good reduction from damage. And also, as you can see, damage received from ranged units, minus 30%. Then they have the good old Halberdiers here, which are very good against mounted. And yeah, basically they do counter-attacking. But here's the big one, guys. These Morgal Arbalist archers are absolutely insane, guys. So their damage counter 22 to 29 is not insane, but when you look at their skills, that every single round they have a 90% chance to gain follow-up. They're going to be double attacking, but just remember, they're doing an extra 130% extra damage. So let's just say in theory that these guys do 5,000 damage in that first attack. They get follow-up, that's going to be 10,000. But the 130,000, that's going to be like 20-something thousand damage. And the best way to see it is we're going to show you some report breakdowns in a moment. So, yeah, she's just... her skills are absolutely broken. Like, the damage buffs, there is ways to counter her. And, like, I don't want to see people saying, like, oh, you're just complaining, you're losing against her and stuff like that. The biggest problem with it, to beat Sunind, you have to pay money. Like, you need, like, my commander is ISILDUR, which you'll see later on, where I'm beating her. I've spent about $1,200 to $1,500 on him, getting to him to his respect level from the gear and everything, to be able to put up a challenge and not even, I can't even beat them in one hit, but I still take significant losses from it. So yeah, let's just show you a quick little breakdown from this where my Gilgalad got destroyed. Now, she did have a pursuit, which helped a lot, but the big thing is we need to look in these early battle reports here to show you guys. So when we get into here, when we get to the attacks from the blast, you will see. So let's just go to them. So here we go. So they attacked, and as you can see, with all of the buffs, they did 22,500 damage. That is insane. That is also, I had White Council, which gives me a 15% damage reduction on that. 22,000 damage right there, guys. Now, I didn't have, it looks like, did they, yes, they did get the follow-up there as well. So then they also followed up once again and done another 22,000. That's 50,000 damage done to you in the first round, guys. That's insane. Like, if you're using a Gandalf the Grey, who's usually around about 250,000 HP, you've lost 1/5 of your entire HP already just in the first round, just for them. And then the other units are going to hit and stuff like that. But then if they come back once again and it does the same thing, if they get they got 90% chance of follow-up. You can see they're hitting for 21,000 every single time. Luckily, it looks like they didn't get it that time, or they probably already killed off all my units pretty much. And that's what happened there. Yeah, Halberdiers attacked. And then we go into round 3. Let's have a quick look and see if they got follow-up once again. Attacks once there. And then attack. Bang, bang, bang. Yep, so they killed them all off, and then, yeah. So, you can see the problem there, guys. It's absolutely broken. The damage buffs. And if I go into this breakdown here, you can see she's also doing 31,000 healing, which is pretty damn good as well, which is absolutely crazy, guys. So, yeah. That damage buff is just, with that follow-up on those archers, is just absolutely broken. Now, she can be beaten, but I just want to show you. Now, the thing is, a lot of people like saying, just use Dunes. Dunes will do the job. I'm going to show you some reports in a moment of people using Dunes and that and still losing in that. So, yeah, let's go have a look at them, shall we? So, I've seen people make videos about, oh, Gandalf the Grey is a very good counter for Sunind and stuff like that. So, we're going to have a look at this. Now, there is a little bit of a level gap, so we'll definitely take that into consideration. This, by all means, is not a weak Gandalf the Grey. Has maxed pretty much of purple gear, very good gear. Has the skilling in every single correct area where it needs to be, pretty much. They probably could have had some points in Free People instead of more in Wizard, but this is still really good. It's going to take their defense down. But they've got the Champion of Light to do extra damage against the Orcs and stuff. They've got the reductions and everything. That's pretty much perfectly. And as you can see, they had 4,700 Dunes. A lot of Dunes ain't going to make the entire difference unless you're an absolute super whale that has spent multiple thousands in the game. You're not really going to be standing a chance. And if they switch it and use different troops like Reapers of that, or you put lots of Dunes on your build and then you just currently run into like a Witch Gun, you're going to get absolutely destroyed as well. So you're going to have to adjust your whole build just to verse a Sunind. And as you can see with the battle breakdown here, still a loss here. As you can see, received 282,000 damage to 149,000, but did more healing than Gandalf the Grey there, as you can see. Pretty good gear there. Had Madness Immunity, which is smart, which they're all running, and they're running Pursuit as well if they run into Gilgalads. Now, they're saying Gilgalad's OP. Gilgalad, all you have to do is put one Pursuit in, and he's basically destroyed. He's pretty easily beaten there. Now let me show you another report. So this is another example of a very strong commander, King Aragorn, using 3,500 dunes here. And as you can see, amazingly built, 431 might, insane gear here, very high respect. And Sunind absolutely just wipes the floor with him with those 5,000. If we see the breakdown here, took 334,000 damage received. They only took 165,000 with 36,000 healing. So if you say, oh, just throw some dunes into your build, even if you got a commander that does insane commander damage, it does not really make a difference, even with really good gear. You need exact commanders. Now, the only commanders I've really ever seen doing really good against Sunind is ISILDUR. Gandalf the Grey can be not too bad, but can be absolutely destroyed as well. You need insane whaled out gear. Now, the problem as well is this ain't just one of these. You can have 7, 6, 8 of these just stacked on one tile ready to attack, and basically you're going to lose your whole barracks in minutes, literally. So yeah, if we have a quick look at the breakdown of this one, and then we'll go into some positives. I'll show you some wins from myself and that. I've already showed you my Gilgalad getting absolutely destroyed. Let's have a quick look at here so you can see all the buffs at the start as well. So you can see a lot of these buffs that are going to be happening. The big ones are down here. You will see all the damage buffs and stuff like that. So when you get down here, you can see all the crazy stuff pretty much. As you can see, the plus 30% damage right there. And then here we go, damage dealt plus 50, so that's another 80, that's 80% extra damage there already. Now, if we go in, we just look for the same exact thing. This time, they are hitting, it's even more insane. They had 5,000 instead of 4,000 on this army. So the first hit did 26,000 damage. And then with follow-up, they did an extra 35,000 damage. And also they have Cunning as well, which did another 6,000 damage there. You plus 7,000 there. You do the quick math. What's that? 20, 50, 60, 70,000 damage in basically the first round just from them. 70,000 damage. That is absolutely broken insane. That's crazy. Like, that is like insane broken. Like, something needs to be nerfed there. That's like absolutely crazy, guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, but from the evil side people that watch this video, but I'm sorry, but if you say that, oh, she's easy to beat, there's nothing wrong with her, I'm sorry, but there's some sort of delusional problem there, because like, you cannot say that she's not overpowered. She is absolutely insane broken. Like, there needs to be nerfs. And Evil have had their complaints against good side before, like when we had insane fire reduction damage, and that got overturned. Sunind needs to be nerfed. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's just absolutely broken. And in this report, as you can see, guys, we have a very strong damage commander Aragorn here. Pretty nicely, definitely really good geared there. Obviously not max strength in there, but very high respect and very well built. Probably the only thing that probably could have been done there was 1 point to try and give the stun immunity for the orcs. Basically there, but as you can see, it wouldn't have mattered. Sunind just absolutely destroyed Aragorn there. With no dunes, didn't even stand a chance. Absolute crazy. Alright, so in saying that, let's go look at some good battles, shall we? Now, I've got some reports here. Let's go look at some of my reports. So, let's go to some of my good old reports here. Alright guys, so here we go. As you can see, I have a level 45 Isildur versus a 49 Sunind. I did win this battle. As you can see, I had 1900 dunes here. So I was very low on dunes. So, but they were also low as well. They only used 3300. So that gives you a quick little small example there. But I've got other big battles here. As you can see, I was set up for a Sunind here and I got hit by a Mouth of Sauron and got absolutely destroyed. The same with Witch King. So you have to specifically build for it. but you're going to get destroyed. Now, the skilling that I'm using at the moment is putting a lot of points in the champion alike for extra damage of orcs, as well as extra defense and attack for men, and as well as a chance to try to get follow-up on my dunes. As you can see with my gear, I'm trying to do madness. I've got Bane of Orcs in there. I've got everything in the right place. And I'm respect like 12, 13, which is crazy. And I've got his gear. I've spent thousands of dollars on a ISILDUR. But if I can find against a level 50, we did extremely good here. I'm running 4,000 dunes. This is the troop combination I'm using. I am running the guard towerman to attack their dragoons, and he was using pretty much 5,000 of these guys here. This is the only way you're basically able to beat a Sunind. I'm taking decent losses here, as you can see, but this is basically the only way to counter. Like, as you can see, I tried to get into some fights here and I ran into the wrong people. Gothmog absolutely destroyed my ISILDUR there. I did not too bad against that gore bag there, but it gives you an idea of what you need. Here's another level 50 here where we went against. So she can be beaten, but the problem is you need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, guys. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up the video there. Take what you will from this video. But yeah, Sunind is absolutely OP crazy. That insane damage buff at the start. You've seen it. You've seen from some of those reports doing 70,000 damage alone just with those archers in round 1 is absolutely crazy. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. And until next time, peace out, EJ's out. And I'll catch you guys later. See yous.
Thousands subs of the EJU army. Yeah, you guys are legends to me. So let's keep up this grind. I'll never give up, just like this rhyme.